steak over at Carmichael's, my favorite eatery, right over there on West Monroe Street. Meanwhile, game time, long ball time, daily Coppock time, right at the top, inch for inch, pound for pound. The best pure basketball player in the NBA is LeBron James from the Miami Heat. But the most valuable player this year in the NBA, he resides on the west side of Chicago. Obviously, I'm talking about Derrick Rose. For example, take a look at Luol Deng and the improvement in his game. How much of that is Luol? How much of that is the basketball genius of Derrick Rose? Take a look at the record the Chicago Bulls have put forth under Coach Tom Thibodeau. How much of that actually belongs to Derrick Rose? And something very interesting, as we approach the eventuality of playoff basketball, you realize that while the Bulls have played extraordinarily well against ball clubs with winning records, the Miami Heat are 14 up, 15 down as I speak against ball clubs that are plus 500. Meanwhile, Dave Duerson was not my best friend. We were close, but he was not my best friend. But I do want to weigh in on the tragedy that is Dave Duerson. I'm not a doctor. I don't profess to know a great deal about medical science, but until further notice, until I'm shown tangible proof, I do not believe that Dave Duerson committed suicide because of anything that transpired with his brain, with his cranium on a football field. I think Dave Duerson committed suicide because of a very nasty factor, that being shame. I genuinely believe Dave Duerson was ashamed of himself. You had to know the man. This was a guy from a hick town, Muncie, Indiana. He was a two-time All-American at Notre Dame. He was a four-time Pro Bowler with the Chicago Bears. He was a Super Bowl winner with Mike Ditka. He was a Super Bowl winner with Bill Parcells, an ultra-successful businessman, a remarkably bright individual. He had everything going for him, but when it all caved in on Dave Duerson, he went through the mother of all spirals. It says here, Dave Duerson could no longer endure the person he should have loved most. He couldn't endure Dave Duerson. That's why he put the gun to his chest. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. Meanwhile, hey, I know it's very fashionable right now to bum rap James Franco and Anne Hathaway for the job they did with the 83rd Academy Awards, and the fact of the matter is they sucked big time. But when you get right down to it, you know, what did they really have to work with? The production was soft. Does anybody really give a darn who takes home a bronze statue for best sound mixer or best costume designer? What do you want to know when you watch the Academy Awards? You want best picture. Maybe you want best director. You want best actor, best actress, best supporting in both categories, and that is it. And by the way, show me an interviewer who works the red carpet at the Academy Awards, and I will show you an individual who is legitimately brain dead. All right, he's a plus 38 during his Major League Baseball career. 148 up, 110 down. Mark Burley in the spotlight. Doesn't it seem like it was about 20 minutes ago that Mark Burley signed a 4-year contract with the Chicago White Sox? Well, it just so happens that 2011 is going to be his wind-up year on that deal with Jerry Reinsdorf and Kenny Williams. If you're the White Sox, you are really not certain what Mark Burley has in mind right now for 2012. Burley loves the St. Louis Cardinals. He's a hometown boy. But if you're the White Sox, you want to keep this guy not only to pitch because he's a bulldog, you want the eventuality of Mark Burley in a broadcast booth or possibly working with the ball club in some ambassador or public relations capacity. So if you're the White Sox, what do? You reach out right now and sign Mark Burley for 2 more years. Go back to 2005. Go back to the World Series year under Ozzie Guillen. Look at Mark Burley. Look at Paul Konerko. They tag team. They mesh. They are the faces of the franchise.
Off the leg of Burley, and with the flip! Oh, they called him out at first. What a play.
That was an unbelievable flip right there.
Do you remember the immortal Coochie Coochie girl? Do you remember Charo? She was relevant back about, 1978. Anyway, my Coppock line of the week comes via Charo, who I understand is now well into AARP status. Commenting on Lady Gaga, Charo says that Ms. Gaga is Madonna with diarrhea. Let's face it, it just doesn't get much better.
Half a dozen languages and loves to play classical guitar, sing and dance. It's Charo!
I was going to work on a game show, Win the Fortunes. I was going to be the very fair Larry Turner. I was so excited, so hard. You know, when I think about it, I got bumps all over my goose. I love that game very much. Why you look at me like this? Do you don't know what the hell I'm talking about?
By the way, we got to have a party for Christina Aguilera. We got to talk to Christina about her drinking problem. Word is all of her yes men want her to go into rehab so she can clear up her problems with the sauce. Maybe that's why she stumbled during the national anthem at the Super Bowl. And finally, as I get set to move over to Carmichael's, maybe instead of that Chicago cut steak, I'll just dive into a big slab of barbecued ribs. He's a Michomaniac. He is the Motor City Madman, a noted Republican, a gun freak, and a nasty guitar player. We close out this edition of Daily Coppock by reminding you to check us out on dailycoppock.com, on facebook.com. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Here is Ted Nugent with a great, great slab of rock and roll. Dig it. Stranglehold. So long, everybody.